Welcome to another iRacing video on the Iracing F3 as we're here in Spa-Francorchamps with the F3 car in iRacing. So we're just getting out of the pit lane, as you can see here. Really nice, it's a really nice car, one of my favorites in the game, obviously in the simulator. Just a brilliant car, the physics are amazing, really realistic of course. And so far so good. After 5th gear, I'm just trying to go flats out to a rouge. And you actually can take it flat out in a Formula 3 car in iRacing. It is possible, which is brilliant. It's a brilliant feeling when you go to a Rouge and have to Radion in the Formula 3 car. And this car, for me, is one of my favorite cars, as the racing in this, in the multiplayer online, is so good. Like, you can just go wheel to wheel always. Like, if you're a good driver like me, or like other people. And other than that, up to 4th gear, 5th gear, getting a traction and trying to minimize every type of wheel spin coming out of here, trying to like gain how much of a track width I can take, like just use it all to make use of it. And coming to 5th gear, as you can see, upshifting out to 6 and 2-1. You can't go flat out into Formula 3 car 2-1. Even with the custom setup and the default setup, you cannot go flat out. It's just impossible. So I had to lift off a little bit there. Now coming here, braking a good bit wide, messed up a little bit there. Into 3rd gear, just getting a bit of throttle through there. And now we get 23.434 as the time for sector 2, I think. So now we're on sector 3, I believe. So coming down full throttle, coming down to 5th gear. 6th gear, I think it's a max for this car. And yeah. And this car is really good for racing. I would really recommend it. It's like 12 euros, USD or something like that. Like, iRacing, every car, like most of the good cars is just money. You have to pay money for it, which is a bit of a shame, but I did that, it's okay. I also got the numbering Notion Lifer earlier last year in 2021. Other than that, we finish off outlap, I would say now, so it's a decent outlap. So now let's just start the real one. Coming down into turn 1, breaking down onto 2nd. I'm not going to go first because I don't want to carry any wheel spin into the corner, so I want to maximize all my track width I have here. So I'm going to use it all. So now go really close to the barrier. I'm going to keep pushing to the limits, flat out to a rouge, and then there's a lot of understate trying to do that, but then we managed to save it. There's nothing going on wrong, it's perfect right now. Flat out now, 6th gear, 149 miles per hour, now 150 miles per hour. The RPM is about 7,000 if we just like times it up. All temp 190 F. Water temperature is 202. And instant time 21x. Other than that, best opt and 21x is actually good. That means you don't really have anything, do you? So now, really nice and at all. The force feedback really fighting my hands. Hands after doing this legit hurt so much because using full force feedback, but it's better than like simulators like F1 or set of close up with the force feedback on iRacing. It's just better. It's like way better driving force feedback in iRacing. Other than that, we're about to come to this corner. I just downshift all the way to 2nd. I tried to at least, but then we can only go to 3rd because of the speed I was going in. So pretty good actually for me. And now braking really nicely. Like so far no lockups, which is pretty. It's kind of a good thing actually, to be honest. No lockups, no spins, no traction loss, wheel spin or anything. Just a little bit understeer and a lot of oversteer coming through the corners and out of the corners. You just have to get all the traction you need coming down to the this track. Like, it's one of the most dangerous tracks out there, but it's one of my favorites as well at the same time. I just like the flow of it, like the turn's amazing. It's kind of like Kailami for me as well, like South African Grand Prix. I really want them to get it back because they can really have a shot, and the Indian Grand Prix as well. So we finish this lap 13.684 for the final sector, and that time is a 2 minute 18.748. That's our personal best I've just set, and that's pretty good for us actually. 4th gear now, upshifting, 5th gear. of freaking 6. So let's see if we can go flat out to Rouge. Can we do it? Yes, we kind of can actually. But I have to lift off in the end a little bit because I almost spun the car and crashed into the barrier all the way there, which wouldn't have been a good thing because I almost spun. A lot of understeer through there for some reason. We might have just gone under the curb too much. So yeah. And also, this is really realistic to drive, unlike Formula F1 2021, 2020, 19, 18, 17, 16, and the other F1 franchise games. Like, this is just very realistic. It just feels good to drive it. Like, there's a sense of satisfaction. Like when you finish a lap with this, unlike in the Formula 1 game. So it's all have to be beaten. Plus, it's so unrealistic. They make it harder in real life. Like, if you put traction off. So, example, if you put Formula 1 traction in the game there, traction control at medium, it replicates as real life. Anti-lock brakes on replicates real life, because in the F1 game, you can still lock up a little bit with the anti-lock brakes on. But I anyway have it off, because I like it more. Just want to get everything off. And iRacing is just realistic to real life. Even like drivers like Verstappen played, I told you in my other iRacing video, in my Porsche 919, which I did previously. Go watch that one if you haven't. Link, just go down in my channel. I'm not gonna post the link for it. I'm too lazy to do it, but it's in my channel. Other than that, really nice car. 6 gear, 139 miles per hour. I'm not gonna say 140. I'm not gonna round it up. And yeah. And also coming to this straight here, there's a bit of like a lot of understeer. We saw that that's a really decent save, but not as big as my Porsche 919 save, which I had to do yesterday because I had an extremely huge save exactly in the same area of the track. And now coming to the bus of chicane, get as much of traction and track it as you want, take a lot of exit curb, and we get kind of a same time actually, to be honest. Not really an improvement here, not even an improvement by 10th, which is a bit of a shame, but it's still a good lap time having everything going on smooth. So we're like 7 minutes into this video. I know it's almost as long as my trip report, my brutally honest video, to be honest. And yeah, but other than that, this is a lap. So to a Rouge nicely, smoothly, no issues this time around. Coming out, maxing the car out, 6 gear, 149 miles per hour, and we'll get up to 150 miles per hour on 6 gear, and that's with a time of 2 minutes 18 for the last previous lap. 18.405. Our best was a 2 minutes 18.405, and that's the one we set last lap, but that's a personal best as well. Yeah, and this is our 3rd lap right now. It's a really smooth track. Like the flow of it, just amazing. I just still can't get over it. Just amazing to drive on it. Just like Kailami, it has a brilliant flow, honestly. But I don't really think F1 needs to go there, but it would be good if they can. But I don't know. I don't think they should. It's not really the best track, is it? Like, the better ones, like, I don't know, like Indian Grand Prix, the same level as Kailami. Probably even Kailami could be better than the Indian Grand Prix track. Who knows? We also had Korean Grand Prix, which was absolutely utter rubbish. I really don't want F1 to go there again. And then we had Valencia. Not the best track there. Not really the best track, was it? Not the best at all. I don't really like Valencia. It just has a horrible flow to it. I don't know why. Like for me, one of my most hated tracks is the Marina Bay Street Circuit, and you have the Valencia Grand Prix. Another one, like just for me, I just don't like driving on any sims, or it's just looking at a F1 Grand Prix that just not has a good flow. And then yeah, we have a horrible circuit for racing. Like I just don't even want to see it. Other than that, let's get it. Other than talking about tracks, let's just get back into iRacing now. Coming down to 1st gear, going really close to the barrier. They're pushing it to the limits. Not really the limits, but other than that, this is been a good time actually driving this car. I think I will be releasing an iRacing IndyCar race where I won it. And I'll be showing you what happened, how I did it. Other than stay tuned for that. But hope if you guys did enjoy this video, I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.